Back in 2022, William Samoei Ruto came into power with a simple but powerful message: bottom-up economics. He called himself the hustler-in-chief. He promised to work for the ordinary Kenyan, the mama mboga, the boda rider, and the jobless graduate.
Hawa mama mboga hawa, watu ya bodaboda hawa, wale wa kuuza kiosk, wale watu wa chini ndio wataunda serikali.
He vowed to lower the cost of living, reduce government waste, empower SMEs, and fix the job crisis. In fact, during the campaigns, he said, and I quote, "We will ensure that the price of food comes down. We will give young people access to credit, and we will create employment." Fast forward to 2025 and you tell me, have those promises come true? Kenya's public debt is now over 66% of GDP. The cost of living has gone up. Unga is still unaffordable. Basic commodities are very expensive and jobs are still scarce. And the youth, they are more frustrated than ever. What started as hope is slowly turning into anger. Now let's talk about the turning point, the finance bill of 2024 and 2025. These bills proposed increased taxation on nearly everything from bread, cooking oil, sugar, mobile money transfers, and digital services. Think about that. Bread, the most basic food for millions, was about to be taxed more. Now in a normal year, maybe Kenyans would have just complained and moved on. By this time, Kenya's youth had had enough. Suddenly, social media exploded. Hashtags like reject finance bill, occupy parliament, and Ruto must go started trending. This wasn't the work of politicians, it was Gen Z, young Kenyans, many who had even never voted, organizing themselves using TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp. Peaceful protests turned into viral movements. Activists printed banners, shared protest locations, and told their stories online. But the government responded with force: rubber bullets, tear gas, arrests, and sadly even death. Eventually, after intense backlash, President Ruto addressed the nation. He withdrew the finance bill and said, "I have listened to the people. I will not sign it into law." It was a major turning point, but it also raised serious questions. Why push such a bill in the first place? Why wait until people die to act? And why are youth always the victims? After the finance bill protests, the government appeared to clamp down on digital activism. One example is Rose Njeri, a young developer who created an app that allows Kenyans to send objections directly to members of parliament. Within hours, thousands used the app. What happened next? She was arrested, accused of violating cybercrime laws. That sent a chilling message to other developers, creators, and activists. We are watching, but it didn't stop the youth. They kept organizing online, they danced in protests, they sang, they wrote poems, they streamed from protest lines. Kenya had never seen this kind of digital resistance. This was not about ethnicity, but about political parties. It was a pure Gen Z moment. One protest said, "We are not tribal, we are tired." While all this was going on in the streets, another battle was brewing inside Ruto's own party, UDA. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua started taking a more independent tone. He hinted that Mount Kenya was being sidelined. Some MPs loyal to him began criticizing the government more openly. There were even rumors of political coup inside UDA. UDA, which once looked like a united front, began showing cracks. On one side, Ruto's loyalists, on the other side, Gachagua's Mount Kenya faction. Meanwhile, the opposition wasn't staying silent. Either Raila Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, and other leaders began riding the wave of youth frustration. If UDA continues to divide itself, the 2027 elections could become chaotic. So here we are, 3 years into Ruto's presidency. Let's take stock. Unemployment is still high. Most new graduates are either underpaid or unemployed. The cost of living is worse than before. Energy prices, food and housing are all up. Free university education is still a dream. NHIF reforms is still confusing. Freedom of expression is shrinking. Protesters are arrested, developers are monitored, and bloggers are dying in custody. The unity of the government is shaky, UDA is divided, the cabinet is tense, and allies are turning critics. Now, to be fair, not everything is negative. There is progress in roads and infrastructure. The housing program has started rolling out. The Hustler Fund has helped some small traders, though repayment rates remain a concern. But the truth is, the pressure is rising. William Ruto came to power with a big promise: uplift the ordinary Kenyan. He was the son of a peasant. He understood struggle and he promised change. But as his third year ends, the question is, can he still deliver? Or has the system swallowed another promise? One thing is clear: Kenyans, especially young Kenyans, are no longer passive. They are organized, educated, digital, and bold. And in 2025, power no longer belongs only to the people in suits, but also to the people in hoodies, behind screens, and on the streets. This is the new Kenya, and this is just the beginning. This is the new Kenya, and this is just the beginning. Thank you for watching and listening. If you found this documentary helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your views on Ruto's presidency so far.